Let's talk about the gameplay, the meat and potatoes. Yeah. So, combat-wise, we talked about this is now not a turn-based game, although it has some slight turn-based elements to it. It is more of an action RPG. You could say it plays a lot like Kingdom Hearts in some ways, just but it's a little more grounded, I think.
It's to me, it feels like a marriage of the two styles of Kingdom Hearts and the active turn-based style, because you definitely can't ignore one over the other.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
let's see. We'll talk about certain things, and then I'm going to get into character builds in a second. But we got things like weapon upgrading, materia, and summons.
Oh, how fucking annoying is the weapon upgrading in this fucking game, dude?
Yeah,
just give me a drop-down menu. Stop fucking. I don't want to fucking click on the Buster Sword and then get blasted into another universe, and then and then you have to do that for every goddamn weapon. It's like I spend 20 minutes fucking upgrading my weapons. It's like,
or at least make it like a tree that you can navigate forward instead of like you're on the thing that's like it's cost 4 points to upgrade. Maybe you should try the one that's 14. Where is it? It's to the left, or it's above you, or it's down. I don't really remember. Just find it. It's really sloppy.
Well, yeah, I think of like I'm a 12 fan. I think of the license system from 12, where in 12 it's like each character had a tree for all their licenses and stuff, and you just go in there and you just go, okay, well, I want this character to have gun, power. They can put guns now. So it's like that's all you had to do was just have a simple grid. Instead, they were just like, you go into the menu. You go, okay, which one of Cloud's swords was I gonna? Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this one, and then you fucking like blast open, and then you're like cycling through these different fucking spears and floating through space, and it's like, okay, well, this one says they get more AP, but this one, okay, hold on, what's this one over here? And it's like, I have to do this for every fucking weapon.
and most of the upgrades are pretty boring.
No, the only ones that matter are the ones that add materia. Really, the ones that add materia or the ones that like boost a simple stat. That's really it.
Yeah, all the other ones,
I look for.
Like you take 10% less damage when your health is low. Like,
it's like, well, my health's never low, so that's usually a goal of mine. It's not to have it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of playing against that concept, so I'm gonna not pick that.
Yeah. Usually, I'm just like, okay, which ones add materia? Which ones like up? Whatever fire or whatever I'm using for this character. Like which ones do that? Because that's what I want.
Yeah, really strange. I don't really like the upgrade system. I hope it's improved in Rebirth.
If it was up to me, every one of those would have been a chance to hold a new materia. By the end, Cloud would have 45 materia.
Yeah, his sword is just like a rainbow sword. Yeah. Materia itself, I mean, it's pretty much 7's materia system.
Yep, it's basically the same thing. They haven't changed much in that front, which is good. That's a good system. So,
and then summons during we received some materia. Remake features Ifrit, Chocobo, and Moogle, Shiva, Fat Chocobo, Leviathan, Bahamut, Carbuncle, Cactuar, and Chocobo Chick, as well as Ramu and Intermission. Were any other summons planned during development? They said at an early stage of development, we looked over the lineup of summons in the original 7 and decided to go with Ifrit, Chocobo, yada, yada, yada. The reason Leviathan was included is because he was featured in the original 7 demo, so I personally wanted him in the first remake too. We then also added Carbuncle, Cactuar, and Chocobo Chick as pre-order bonuses. Oh, no wonder I couldn't play as those. Great.
Dude, I didn't know I had them till the end of the game.
Oh.
They give you, I guess in the, I don't know if it's the same version or it was just in like intermission or whatever, and not, whatever the fucking intergrade. It was just in that version, but they actually give it to you like as a gift if you go into something. I forgot. It's like a menu and you push like this thing, and they had like 3 of them. And I got them like right at the end of the game, and I was like, I didn't even know I had these. I was like, I could have had these the whole time.
Interesting.
Because like the whole game, I just had Shiva, Ifrit, and Fat Chocobo. Those are my 3 guys.
Yeah, I had Chocobo and Moogle.
I didn't get those. I didn't get Chocobo or Moogle. Did you finish all
Well, they're
the
one.
scan things you had to do? Okay, they're one. Okay, they're shared.
Scan
Did you
thing?
finish all the fucking? What the kid that works for Shinra wants you to like analyze enemies, and you have to have the analyze materia. Do it.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of those?
Yeah, I did a bunch of them. I don't know if I did
I
all
did
of them, but
some. I did some, but I think it resulted in me not being able to get some of the summons
oh, okay. The
'cause I didn't get that one.
yeah, I definitely didn't have Bahamut. I
Yeah,
don't
I never
think.
saw Bahamut. I never saw Leviathan. I
Hmm.
never saw Chocobo and Moogle. But I got Fat Chocobo. Hell yeah.
Nice and fat.
That was my boy near the end of the game. I kept him on cloud.
All right, well, let's get into the nitty gritty. How did you build these characters? Let's start with Cloud. How do you build Cloud?
Well, I knew Cloud would be my heavy hitter most of the game, right? So I mainly focused on his combat prowess and cure for him because I knew he'd be the guy I'd be controlling a lot.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think. I used Thunder and Cure on him mainly because Thunder. Look, in this game, like most of the enemies are weak to Thunder because they're all fucking robots or they have shields.
Yeah.
It's like Thunder's the best one.
Did you use
So
the thing that makes all your attacks proc thunder or
yeah,
proc? Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much required. Yeah.
So really, it was only Thunder and Cure that I kept on him, and then everything else, all the other materials I used for him were like for stat boosts or other things like that.
Did you use what
Parries.
kind of Buster Sword did you use? Did you use one that's focused on? I don't know the names of them, so I'm not even going to bother. But did you
I
use?
switched.
Oh, you switch. Okay.
I switched around. Yeah. So basically, if I got a new Buster Sword and then like I thought I mean, like some of them sucked. Clearly, like some of them were terrible. Like the baseball bat was fucking awful. But some of 'em- like by the end of the game, I had that really weird looking one that has like the hilt with all the material in it.
Mm.
Um, but I like switched around as I got them just to try them out, and usually I would try to build around that sword. Um,
I think I found the one that does the most physical damage and stuck with that until the end of the game.
yeah, that probably should have been the play, but I wanted to try them. The other characters I did like Barrett. I tried to do a few different his gun things, but as soon as I got Big Bertha, that's what I kept. Big Bertha. Big Bertha's a beast.
I don't know why this keeps happening, but every time I play Final Fantasy VII, Barrett becomes my healer,
Why is he? That's the no.
which is weird. But he always ends up becoming my magic user slash healer, and yeah, he just heals. That's all he does, and then he
Wow.
casts like I think I have him casting fire.
No, I had him. You know what? I gave him fire too, but I gave him like slowdown, barrier,
Hmm.
and I have him do like a lot more ranged. That way, really, he was my distraction for a lot of boss
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah.
If Tifa and Cloud were getting the shit beat out of him, I'd be like, okay, Barrett, fucking distract him, do something. and he definitely used the most items out of all of them for me for like Phoenix Downs. Usually, it's like somebody die, I'd be like, okay, Barrett, fucking.
I
give him
think
Phoenix Down.
that's why I build him that way is because he's always alive, and so it's like
Yeah, because he's never that close to the enemy.
yeah. So he can just I can always rely on him to cure slash
You could though,
Phoenix
like
down.
he has. Interestingly enough, he has like physical weapons though, because he has the two that are like actually like
Yeah.
like
The
it's strange.
they're like balls, right? Aren't they?
Yeah, they're like wrecking ball looking things. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't use them because Garrett.
That seemed like blasphemy.
Barrett uses a gun. Damn it.
Yeah. My Barrett shoots people.
My Barrett shoots people. Big Bertha. Bam, bam, bam.
What about
I
Tifa? How
couldn't
do you
tell
build that?
Oh, she was my healer. But I couldn't tell you what weapon I use because they're all gloves. I don't know. But I made sure she was viable in combat, and I also kept Thunder in her too because again Thunder's the fucking the best in that game.
Yeah.
But she was my healer, and I even gave her Prey, which was like or I said not Prey, but she has Prey, which is like one of the best fucking abilities in that game.
Mhm.
Man, I don't know how many times we were getting our ass kicked, and I switched over to her, and she had both ability bars full, and I was like, okay, pray, and she just refills our health.
Oh my god, I never used pray. God damn it, I didn't know it did that.
What? Yeah, no, pray was great. Yeah, it was like if she had both bars full, she would cast heal for the whole party.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, it was so great because like I'd be in the middle of I especially boss fights. Me and Barrett, Cloud and Barrett were getting their fucking ass kicked, and I'd be like, okay, gotta get Tifa to pray real fast, and then get back to it.
I built her as my fighter. Like I built a lot of attack damage on her, and I think I had her infuse her attacks with ice.
Okay.
Which the ice had very limited. I think it only worked on like the poison enemies.
Yeah.
It any advantage. But whatever. She's fun to use because she's fun to look at.
Well, she also has some like fun abilities too. When you're in combat, if you actually are playing as her, you can do some fun. Like you can do I forget what her first ability is she gets, but she like basically like doubles down on her power, and then if you use her uppercut, it like does like double the damage. And
yeah, I was doing. I think it's called overpower.
Yeah, that. Yeah, it's like.
And then my fist gave instead. My fist instead of doing the uppercut, it did this like flurry of blows strike. I can't remember. I think it changes with what fist you're wearing. But
oh yeah, mine did the uppercut, so like I would just get like a really strong uppercut through that.
Okay.
Deal a lot of damage.
But yeah, she was good at putting pressure on and then adding the stagger bar. Yeah. So that was kind of what I used her for, and then I would have Cloud do the damage, do the cool moves.
Yeah.
Elephant in the room. What about Aerith? How did you?
Magic. I just gave her a bunch of magic attacks, and I said, "Good luck."
Yeah, she's a little boring. I mean,
I didn't use her.
She had a unique attack.
Unless I had to use. Yeah, unless I had to use her, I didn't.
She had that unique attack where she could. It was like infused with magic. But otherwise, you know. I'm a meat and potatoes guy with Final Fantasy VII. I like Barrett, Tifa, and Cloud. Like that's whenever I play it, that's what I do. I really should use some of the other characters, but I like the original lineup.
I used Tifa and Red 13 in the original lineup, so I was sad that I couldn't play as Red 13 in this one. He was just there.
Yeah.
Damn it.